Hi, this is Nagarjuna,
Hi, this is Chaitanya.
and you're watching
Bollywood Hungama.
Bollywood Hungama.
Naga and Chaitanya, welcome on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My question to I think both of you will be with the question that the whole of the country is having. So many big films have been pushed. What gave you courage to go ahead with the release?
I guess I was. We were bullheaded, especially me. I always believed this film was a festival film, a Pongal film, and there's a tradition in the Telugu audience that these native rural films are very well accepted because everybody is in their villages and hometowns, and even the city folks go to their hometown. If you see Hyderabad now, is actually 3/4 empty since yesterday. They've all gone to their homes, all the workers, everybody. And the tradition for ages, as long as I know it, that Sankranti, they have to watch a movie. Not just one, at least 3 films.
So maybe they'll be watching Bangarraju 3 times this time. There's no other film.
Well, we all wish, at least if they come out and watch once. That's good enough. You know, I have to tell you, the business in giving you statistics is around 400 to 450 crores. Just the Sankranti season is how traditionally the film business has been. You know,
my goodness. So and I believe there's even Tamil. So Valima is not releasing either. So do you think that it will percolate to other states as well?
No, other states have restrictions as far as I know. You know, like Tamil Nadu has a weekend curfew. That is why Valamai, I think, has been. Chay, correct me if I'm wrong. Tamil Nadu, what's happening?
Yeah, they do. I think they have a Sunday complete lockdown. And I think they have night curfew through the week.
Night curfew through the week and a 50% capacity.
Capacity, correct.
Of theatres.
For the Telugu audience, we are assuming there is 100% capacity and there are no restrictions for weekends either? For curfew?
As of now, nothing. There is 100% capacity in both the states. And there is no night curfew or any kind of curfew as of now.
So that's okay. And I hope that it stays that way, because in Mumbai, as I was telling Chaitanya, that yesterday the number of cases, they were less than what it was day before yesterday. So, and that is always a good yardstick, because we've seen it in South Africa as well, that the cases peaked up and then they suddenly came down. So as far as this variant is concerned.
I read a report from the US also that the peak is generally just 10 days.
Right, exactly.
And then it starts going down. That's what it's going to do. I mean, US has seen the highest cases, as you know. So it's coming down at the same speed.
Drastically, yeah. So I think you guys are taking your chances, and I hope the gamble works. And if it works, I think it can be working in a big way. Chaitanya, how does it feel working with your father?
Oh, it's great. We worked together already in Manam once.
Of course.
So this is the second film we're doing together. Lot more comfort this time. A lot more at ease. When I was doing Manam, the feeling was still there as an actor, that I'm looking at my father in front of me, and I'd had to break that inhibition. So that film, I think, took me through that process. Now I'm able to play it as a character. So had a lot more fun doing this role. And also it's a very unique character I'm playing in this film, where he enters into my body, and I have to sort of keep his mannerisms and his slang and his dialect. So it was quite a challenge for me, but at the same time, a lot of fun.
All right, and your last film, Love Story, did well at the box office, released in theaters as well.
Right.
So you just coming from a successful film, and that to a theater experience. Not many people have experienced that in the recent past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We were fortunate. It was quite a tense situation at that point of time too, because we just came out of the second wave, and we were in a dilemma to release or not to release. But the producer took the chance, gave us that support, and the audience was favorable. So went well. Fortunate.
Yeah, they were very fortunate, actually. And I think, Chay, there was only 50% capacity in one of the states then. I think AP only had 50% capacity of theaters.
Yes, that's right. In Andhra was running. Yeah, Andhra was running 50%.
Naga, I saw one of your interviews in a plane that you gave, both you and Chaitanya. And so obviously I don't understand Telugu, but I just wanted to understand the nuances and of how excited you guys are. And so my perception was that you were excited like a schoolboy, as if this is your first film. You seemed extremely excited. There is something about the film that is really making you very excited. What is there in the film, sir, that is bringing that ebullient and wonderful side from you?
Of course, the first one itself, I fell in love with the character.
It came in 2016.
2016, fell in love with the character. I feel it's the Indian version of Superman, actually. Our own native, very village, rural version of Superman. A person, because the soul enters into another person, suddenly becomes a Superman completely. And our own version. And also the slang I speak with, and very rural. If you look back at films, if you look back at a lot of films, even Hindi films, the rural films have been working big time.
Yes,
people are a little, I think, overwhelmed with these urban films, with the OTT flooding and everything, all these urban thrillers and urban, very, very urban city. Whereas somewhere we are forgetting the rural stories and rural folk stories, whatever, any kind of those things, rural traditions and all of that. I started noticing that in India, a lot of Indian films, what are doing very, very well. For us, for example, even the recent Pushpa is the slang, everything is rural. Then you look before the same director's film called Rangasthalam, Ram Charan played. And that was also very rural, very village, very this thing. And this film also was, the original also was very rural. So I believe that this was going to work. And this character is a very lovable character, which one of the most lovable characters I played, and it was very well accepted by kids and all age groups. And that's what makes me so excited.
All right, and Chaitanya, as Nag sir is saying, that these rural films which are based in rural India, or maybe films which are celebrating the rural or the heartland or the hinterland ethos are being loved by people. So he's just giving the example of Pushpa. But somehow I think what Telugu cinema is doing and South cinema is doing now, it is such a fascinating time for all of us, that suddenly South cinema is becoming pan-India. It's becoming mainstream. It's even giving, say, maybe Hindi films around for the money in the northern belt as well, which has maybe, I think, never happened. Do you find this phase to be absolutely fascinating and maybe a victory of, in a way, Telugu cinema with the sort of vision that they always had, the grandeur, the VFX that they've been having? Do you think it's a victory of many aspects that South cinema stood for?
Yeah, I think in a way, see, we all do movies. We all, we're all acting in films to get the maximum exposure. We want to connect with the people. And the larger the scale, the better for us. Not one is the money aspect, but putting aside the money aspect, the reach, we want to be closer to the people. And now language is not a barrier anymore. I'm not only seeing that with Telugu cinema, but also with OTT content and stuff like that. If as long as the emotion connects, that's all people want. And I'm so happy that from the South, we're able to reach out and create this pan-India audience that's been happening recently, because it gives us so much more exposure as actors, as makers, as technicians. So it's definitely a fascinating, it's a nice phase we're going through. It gives us that scope to try out different stuff. It gives us that support to keep, making better and bigger films. So I'm definitely appreciating this phase that we're going through.
Faridoon, I'll take a little point from that.
Please, sir.
From what Che said. For all the things, what I think ticks is the emotion. The emotion is what people are understanding. It is not the shots. It is not the grandeur. It is not that. That is what I feel that the country over is appreciating in these films, because of the emotion. Somewhere along, like I said before, the emotional connect of Indian people was being lost. And this is what, for example, Bahubali did. It's just not the grandeur, the emotions of a husband and wife, mother and son. Everything was very, very strong, and two stepbrothers. These are the emotions which was what made that film. If you look at it, if Bahubali, of course, Rajmouli's finesse in the rest of the thing. And even if you see the RRR trailer, what connects is that is the emotion of two friends, the spirit of friendship. That's what was being slowly lost. And I'm not saying we're aping the Western or this Western. If you look at all the Western films also, which are huge super hits, they all have the basic human emotions, whether it's love, friendship, family, or something. That is what is connecting from these films that made it. And if even the pan-Indian films that's happening, if they don't have that, they're not working. Neither there or nor here.
So I was at IFFI Goa recently, the film festival in Goa, and there was this panel discussion that was going on, and there was a Bengali film, there was a Tamil film, and there was a film from Assam. So it was fascinating, and the way they were talking about their cinema was fascinating. So one of the ladies who was representing the Tamil cinema, so she said that something which is important to understand now is that South cinema, it's not regional anymore. It's important not to call it regional cinema anymore. So I'm saying from that context, the respect that South cinema deserved for all these years, in a way, they're getting it not only in India but across the world. There are many people who are following, say Telugu, Malayalam films. They're being accepted beautifully. Tamil films are being accepted, and even in terms of budgets and everything, it is not less than any. Maybe the budgets, maybe they're more now. Maybe you guys are more passionate about the way you conceive your cinema. I believe one of your films, you're having a lot of VFX that is coming up. So in a way, there is a shift, sir. There is, I think, some sort of shift for sure.
Yeah, maybe the Vindhya mountains have melted down in between. Yes, there's definitely, like Chai said, there's a lot of exposure. Something maybe the OTT opened up people's minds that there are films all over, and because we are watching all languages now. And to tell you the truth, I'm watching Punjabi films and Oriya films, which I did not have a chance before. Right. Sitting at home, because they were not released here. Now on OTT, I just have to click. Even some Tamil films, a lot of Malayalam films, I had to get a print if somebody said the film was good. Now I just have to watch it. I guess that is what has brought the world closer together. And suddenly the South Indian filmmakers are suddenly recognized now.
Definitely, and something about the fan following that you guys have, that is being talked about as well. That the way the South stars, they have a very loyal fan base that prevents the piracy in a huge way, and it brings the people to the audience. And in many ways, the fans of South Indian stars, they have just reinvigorated the cinema hall business in India, because it has given that new lease of life, because people felt that maybe cinema hall business is dead in a way. Something about the fan following that you've had over the years, and you still look so young, just an elder brother of maybe Chaitanya by maybe a few years.
He doesn't like that. Other day somebody mentioned same thing with this, and he said, "Are you complimenting father or me?"
Complimenting the father. Complimenting the father.
So, yeah, the fan following has been incredible. They give us a lot of life and a lot of energy to us, and on the way, it's very difficult to satisfy them. Also, you make one mistake, they don't like it at all. The same way they pull you up, they pull you down. But that's great. They put you on the ground and they put you on the sky. But we're very fortunate. I mean, this fan following in the South started not now. It started years and years back.
Absolutely.
Decades back. And it continues and it goes on. My fans automatically shift on to Chai's fans. They become Chai's fans automatically. Now I go onto the stage, they whistle for him more than me. So that's the way they move. It's something which I really don't have an explanation to give you why this phenomena happens here, and it happens. It's quite crazy.
So, Chaitanya, as I said, that in many ways the fans, especially in the South industry, they have been hugely instrumental in a way, just reinvigorating that element of blood in the cinema hall business. So I'll give you one example. I spoke to Yash when KGF was releasing, and he said that the fans, they're so dedicated that the movies they run for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. So their thing is that if we're not able to get the tickets now, we'll buy it in the 4th week, because they know that the movie is going to run for many weeks. Do you find that fascinating? And the way it helps in curbing the piracy. There is a template that South cinema lovers they're having, that they don't let piracy to happen. In many ways, the fan clubs they work towards the fact that the piracy should not happen.
Right. Yeah, like Dad said, we're very fortunate that we're here. I feel, of course, cinema is worshipped everywhere, but here it is worshipped to another level over here. This is their primary form of entertainment, and they're very protective about their stars. This is something I've not seen in many places. But in the South, when they start loving a star, they start owning them. They feel like they're their family member. So they don't want anything bad to happen to their cinema or to their stars. So this is the kind of love we experience here, and we're very fortunate for that. And I think because of that sort of translates into what you said. They want to protect the film. They don't want piracy to happen. They want to make sure it has a good run. They want to make sure it has good openings. There's that little warfare between other fans in a sometimes in a healthy way, which is nice to see that. So this is all inspiring for us to do better films, to keep supporting them, to keep doing better content. For me, that's sort of a inspiring factor for me to see them, and it pushes me to work harder.
Your stint with Hindi cinema, people still talk about Khuda Gawah. People still love you in Shiva. The movie still lives on. So how do you look at your Hindi film stint? Zakhm, for example, a very notable film. One of my favorite songs is Tum Mile. I think I was thinking about it the entire time when I was preparing for this interview. Beautiful song. And then Cream.
Yeah, this happened after my Telugu film Shiva was a huge success in Telugu, the original Shiva. Then Ram Gopal Varma I really didn't want to do it, the Hindi version. Ram Gopal Varma kind of convinced me at that time, and that's when I did it. And I have nothing against Hindi cinema or anything, or it's not that I don't want to step there or not step down. It is something I was very comfortable in my zone at that time, staying in Hyderabad. And I know I had to shift to Mumbai if to make it. I mean, when you do something, you should do it completely, not just one step there and one step here. And I wasn't ready for that. And that's how it continued. So what I did was intentionally chose films which really interested me and I wanted to do. And for example, Khuda Gawah was done like that. I really wanted to work with Amit ji. That's all. There was no other thing. Any role they would have given, I would have taken it in that film. And same thing with then the next film was The Criminal with Mahesh Bhatt. But Saab said, why don't we make it in Hindi also? I said, sure. But I said, since we're doing the Telugu, let's do it. And that's how that happened. It happened out of the thing. And even Zakam, when I heard the script, though mine was a little cameo, small role, I loved the script. And like you said, it was a very memorable film. And I did that. And now I think I'm doing Brahmastra. And
yes, Brahmastra is a very important cameo that I think both Shah Rukh and you are having a very important cameo. So excited for this?
Very excited. I was a little skeptical of doing it in the beginning, but when Ayan came home and he presented it to me, I said, I just don't want to do a cameo. There's no point now. No, but when he presented it to me, the whole script which he told me, it was just amazing. It was brilliant. And his vision of the script and the passion they were put into it. By then they had shot a bit of it. What he showed me, all of that. And I said instantly, I didn't even hesitate after that. And like, it's a very important cameo. And I won't even say it's a cameo. It's a very important character.
Okay, and Chaitanya, you are doing Lal Singh Chadda, and Amir is very excited with your performance. Apparently, the chemistry that you and Amir are sharing in the film, that Advait wants to maybe have more scenes involving the two of you.
I wish they call me back and shoot for more. But no, it was beautiful working with Amir sir. The scenes came out really well. I'm really excited. In fact, I have to fly down sometime to Bombay to come see the film and just finish some dubbing for it. But yeah, I can't wait for you guys to watch it.
Releasing this year, I think it's going to be a first Hindi film.
Yes, yeah, it'll be my first Hindi outing. Yeah.
Faridoon, this is what I mean pan India. For me, this is what is pan India. That we all work together. You know?
No, of course. I think that is what the idea of India is all about.
Yeah, Ajay and Alia working with in Triple R. You know, this is what for me. This is what is pan India. All of us get together. And
that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. And Chaitanya, you're also doing a web show, I believe. You're playing a journalist.
Yeah, I'm starting March 1st. We're starting shoot for that. It's a horror series that's directed by Vikram Kumar, and Amazon is producing it along with North Star. So that's starting next.
So that should be interesting. Naga, we'd like to first of all play a quiz with the two of you. That how well do you know each other? The father-son know each other.
All right.
So, Naga, I'll have first question for Chaitanya about you.
All right.
So, Nagarjuna sir began acting as a child artist in the 1967 Telugu film. What was the film's name?
I thought you were going to give me.
I'll give you options. Okay. Pula Rangadu, Sudi Gundalu, Kanne Manasalu, Suman Gali.
I did not know this piece of information today.
Hey, don't worry. They also got it wrong.
You mean you got it wrong?
They also have it wrong.
They also got it wrong. Okay, perfect. Okay.
So it's not.
The first film I was in when I was 8 months old was in a film called Velugunidalu.
We can say that, you know, where you are heard. Can we say that in a way? Because here you're heard.
Okay, when I was heard, yeah, you can say that.
Okay, yeah. So I'm giving you options once again. You can take a chance. Pula Rangadu, Sudi Gundalu, Kanne Mansalu, Sumangali. Take a chance.
Sumangali?
No, it's Sudi Gundalu.
Sudi Gundalu.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know this.
Right, a lot of people don't know.
Okay, so we'll
How
come
did this
to.
happen? You were in a small. You just came and went, is it?
Yeah, there was a small role in that film. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, Naga, I have a quick question for you about Chaitanya. In his debut film Josh, what was Naga Chaitanya's name? I'll give you options: Rocky, Satya, Manu, Joseph.
Rocky.
It is Satya.
Satya.
So you guys are equal. You guys are equal. That's amazing. Okay, now I come to Chaitanya about Naga. Which of the following films Nagarjuna sir was not a part of? He was not a part of. Collector, Gari, Abai, Kirai, Dada, Chinna Babu, Amantaran.
Amantaran.
He's right.
Yeah, Amantaran.
He's right. All right. Chaitanya has opened his account. We will move to Naga. Naga, music of Naga Chaitanya's popular film Ye Maya Chesave was composed by whom?
A.R. Rahman.
He's got it. 1-1. He got it. 1-1. So that's heating up. So Chaitanya, next question for you. Which of the following Big Boss season was not hosted by Naga sir? Second, third, fourth, fifth.
Second.
He's got it right. 2-1. 2-1. Naga sir, next one is for you. Which of the following actresses has Chaitanya never worked with for a film? Tamanna, Kriti Sanon, Pooja Hegde, Kriti Kharbanda.
Kriti Kharbanda.
He's right. He's right. So it's neck to neck. 2-2. 2-2. That's amazing. Chaitanya, this one is for you, please. For which of the following films did Naga sir win Filmfare Award South for Best Actor? Chandralekha, Azad, Annamaya, Maas.
Chandralekha, Annamaya.
He's got it right.
Yeah.
He's got it right. 3-2. Naxa, next one is for you. So it's heating up. It's literally heating up, which is so fascinating. Which of the following songs does not belong to Nag Chaitanya? Priyatama, Priyatama, Ibo, Ibo, Kalale, Shokilla, Inkem, Inkem.
Inkem kavala. That's what he means.
Yeah, that's what he means. Yeah.
Yeah, please pardon me for my Telugu accent. Humble apologies. I'm trying my best. 3-all.
No problem.
The good news is it's still neck to neck, which is amazing. What was Nagarjuna sir's name in the cult film Mass? Ravi, Ganesh, Arvind, Satya.
Ganesh.
Got it right. 4-3.
Right.
4-3. Naksa. Chaitanya's film Rarandoi Veduka Chodham was directed by whom?
Kalyan Krishna Kursala.
He produced the
I'm the
film.
producer. I'm the producer.
Hold on. This is the tiebreaker. So whoever gets it right wins it. Both of you guys are 4-all right now, which is so amazing. And it is such an easy question for Chaitanya. Such an easy question. And I won't give you options for this, please, because you don't need it. Nag sir's Bollywood film Zakham was directed by whom?
Zakham was directed by Mahesh Bhatt.
Got it right. 5-4.
I just said it.
5-4. Nag sir, it's up to you now. And it is slightly difficult, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Chaitanya's upcoming Bollywood film Lal Singh Chadda is written by whom?
What is that guy? Atul Kulkarni.
He's got it right. So basically, you guys know each other very well. It's very difficult to decide who knows the one.
The first piece of information was very good. Thank you for that question.
No problem.
My dad was acted as a child artist in.
No problem. So that's amazing. All right. Chaitanya, what was your immediate first reaction when you read the script of Bangarraju?
Excited.
What is one disadvantage of working with your father?
Creative clashes in a healthy way.
Something your father can do very easily, you wish you could do.
He can do easily. The way he hosts Big Boss and stuff, how impromptu he is, like on the spot. That's something I can never do. I'm amazed at how he hosts Big Boss.
A film of yours you think should be remade in Hindi?
Majli.
All right, that's interesting. Out of all the actresses you've worked with so far, with whom you think you share the best on-screen chemistry with?
Samantha.
What is the weirdest place a fan has approached you for a selfie?
In the toilet.
If we ask your father to describe you in 3 words, what do you think he'd say?
I don't know. You have to ask him that.
So how would you describe Chaitanya in 3 words?
What do you say? Very, very wise.
Oh, okay. Very wise. All right.
Very
okay.
Wise. Little too old for his age. So.
All right. That's interesting. So let's ask him a question, testing his wisdom. So Chaitanya, what is the best way to deal with the over-intrusive media about your personal life?
Best? Don't react.
Don't react. All right. Okay. If Naksa is upset, what is the easiest way to cheer him up?
Good food. He loves good food. Like a nice good meal. Yeah.
What is he like in food?
In Indian food?
Yeah.
Indian food, he enjoys a good biryani, I think. The last I know, there's this... we used to order biryani from this lady in Hyderabad. She makes it specially. So, yeah, we shared a lot of meals over that biryani quite some time back.
That's amazing. Okay. What impressed you the most about Lal Singh Chadda?
The character I play, Bala, the way they adapted it, I think that's what, really arrested me.
If you have to just define the collaboration of Amir Khan and Atul Kulkarni in 1 word.
I've not met Atul sir and Amir sir together, but I worked with both of them separately. I worked with Atul sir during Majli, and of course Amir sir, the journey through Lal Singh Chadda. Both are amazing people. So much I've learned from, truly cherish all the moments with them.
So basically, what I mean to say is collaboration between Amir and Atul, because Atul was having this script for I think 10 years now, and it took around 6 years for doing the groundwork because of taking the permissions and the works. So I'm saying because knowing Amir, his films, they stand the test of time. So I'm saying from that perspective, collaboration between Amir and Atul Kulkarni in one word.
Magical. I mean, it's
magical.
It's magical. Yeah.
What fascinated you the most about Amir Khan?
The way he's tuned into every craft of filmmaking. He's not just an actor. His knowledge about every craft is amazing, and that's something I really took back home after working with him.
All right. How would you rate following things on a scale of 1 to 10 based on their importance in your life? Smartphone.
5.
Social media.
1.
Film critics.
7.
Politics.
5.
If you can please answer these questions based on your experience of working with following celebrities. Something about Pooja Hegde that very few people know.
Something about Pooja that very few people know. She loves tennis. And if I'm not wrong, she loves vada pav.
That's amazing. What's the easiest way to upset Nagsa?
Upset Nagsa. Change plans last minute.
All right. Complete the following sentences, please. When I'm angry, one thing no one should do around me is...
Tell me I'm angry.
A Bollywood actress I'm excited to work with is...
I mean, so many of them, yeah. But I think I'm a huge fan of Deepika and Alia. I love their performances. So yeah, if ever I get an opportunity, I would love to share screen space with them in some way.
Great. My most attractive feature is?
People tell me my smile, so I'm thinking it's a smile.
That's amazing. Naksa, I think he has done really well. So rapid fire with Naksa. When you look back at your career, what one moment sticks out as your most memorable one?
Shiva.
Of course. A habit of Chaitanya you wish you could change?
Get out of your comfort zone.
That's amazing. If you had to give a message to Ram Gopal Verma, what would you tell him?
What would I tell Ram Gopal Verma? You're still rocking, whatever you do.
What is the contribution of Twitter in Ram Gopal Verma still rocking?
Whatever you do, you're still rocking. Either making films or making noise on Twitter, making noise on the TV. You're still rocking. He does it in his own style. That's what I mean.
And he still looks so young. Somehow he doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't look that he's getting older in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, what I like is whatever, it could be a mad way, but he lives on his own terms.
Of course. Of course. So, which according to you is Chaitanya's best performance so far, apart from Bangarraju?
Apart from Bangarraju, okay. I would say Love Story.
Yeah, it just released recently. Yeah,
it's getting better by the day.
Of course.
That's what I say to Bangarraju. So it's gotten better than Love Story. That's what I mean.
That's amazing. Allu Arjun or Thalapathy Vijay, whose slow motion walks are more enjoyable?
Everybody is walking slow motion. How can I figure out these two? Every person, they keep walking on screen, they keep walking on posters, they keep, like Johnny Walker, keep on walking. I have done enough walking.
That's great. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how important are awards in your life?
Maybe about 4 or 5.
Oh, okay, all right. If your industry was a school and you were its principal, which one change would you like to bring?
Definitely teamwork.
Teamwork.
Is what is very essential. One person cannot make a movie.
Wow.
Teamwork. I hope they all understand that and give teamwork,
What made you say yes to Brahmastra?
The passion.
The passion, of course.
The passion. Nothing else. Just the passion. What they're making the film with.
Sir, romance or action, what is more easier for you as an actor? Romance, okay. And Chaitanya, what do you prefer? Romance or action on your father? Or both?
I like that scene doing action.
Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting. Sir, your film Mass and Dawn No. 1 both have huge popularity in Maharashtra. Which one is your personal favorite?
Which one is my personal favorite? Dawn would be my personal favorite. Both.
All right.
And very stylish.
It is so fascinating that the way South cinema, it is dubbed and posted on YouTube, and the way it gathers that massive popularity in the Hindi way.
Yeah, millions and millions of views.
That's baffling, sir.
This is amazing.
That is baffling. That is baffling, seriously. So how would you describe these people in one word? Prabhas,
Warrior,
S.S. Rajamouli,
creator.
Alia Bhatt,
Alia Bhatt is like a firecracker, pataka for me. She is just so explosive. And
what do you see of Mahesh Bhatt in her, sir?
What do I see of Mahesh Bhatt? Mahesh Bhatt. The outward spoken, this thing, they speak their mind.
That's amazing. Vijay Sethupathi,
Brilliant actor.
brilliant. And if you were to describe Amitabh Bachchan in one word?
The icon of India.
The icon of India, of course. Complete the following sentences, sir. An actress I think I share the best on-screen chemistry with is?
Everybody.
Everybody, okay. One thing I wish I could change about today's journalism.
Be true to yourself.
Be true to yourself. Fantastic. The secret of me aging in reverse is?
Aging. Oh, that I don't know. That I don't know. If I am, I'm very grateful to that and thankful.
What is your opinion, Chaitanya? How do you think your father is? What is he eating? What is he doing as far as exercising is concerned?
I think it's the mental health. It's the mental happiness. That's what he's always, at least, reflected to us. Be happy and everything will be good.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And sir, you were right about him being wise. I think Chaitanya is very wise, which is amazing.
Hi, this is Nagarjuna.
Hi, this is Chaitanya.
And you're watching
Bollywood Hungama.
Bollywood Hungama.